All right, let's find out if the orange wave is coming back. Kevin Gallagher is tracking this Jagmeet Singh tour. He joins us from Vancouver. You know, Kevin, if there's been a happy tour, you're on it. It was quite a reversal of fortunes for a leader who was supposed to be presiding over the party's ruination. What's it been like to cover for you? Tell us what it sort of looks like with Jagmeet Singh on a daily basis.
You know what? Every night there's a big socialist mosh pit to a reggae soundtrack, Don. It's like a party all the time on this tour, really, and it's been a growth of that energy from the beginning. I was on this tour the first week. They were lucky to get, more than 100 people to an event. And now you're looking at 3 consecutive rallies where they packed the room so full, the fire marshal's given them problems because they're getting more than 2,000 people in a room that, can't hold that much. So did they anticipate this? I don't know. That might be an indication that not totally, but certainly when you talk to the people who are running and behind the scenes in this campaign, they had a sense of optimism from the beginning. They had a plan. They've stuck to it. And today, I think I've spoken to a few of them. They feel very proud about the way that they presented their plan, their vision, and also that Canadians have gotten to know Jagmeet Singh a lot better because certainly most of the country was questionable as to how much they knew about this guy.
And yet, we still look at Quebec. They had 14 seats there when Parliament was dissolved, Kevin. And, there's still talk that they're down to a seat or two. What's your look like at Quebec here?
Publicly, I don't think anyone in the party would admit that they're going to lose everything in Quebec. But there's certainly a lot of private concerns that they might not be able to keep the 14 seats they have. There's, a real possibility they lose serious ground. But there's also a possibility that the Liberals and Conservatives lose ground in Quebec as well because of the surge of the Bloc Québécois. So could that mean that in other areas of the country, the NDP could make up for what in the polls seems to be a real retreat from the province that really bolstered the advance of the Orange Wave in 2011?
Last point, I'm still trying to figure out what's driving this NDP surge. Is it they don't like the other two parties, the front runner, or are they genuinely excited about what the NDP platform has brought to this campaign?
I think a little bit of both, Don. I think that there are a lot of voters who weren't really enthralled with the message they were hearing from either the Liberal or the Conservative Party. But also, you can't discount the performance of Jagmeet Singh at the debates. You can't discount the way that he has dealt with a lot of some adversity and some situations along the campaign trail. You played one in the intro of your show, of course, that moment at the Atwater Market in Montreal where that gentleman came up and said, you need to remove your turban, you're going to do a lot better in this province, basically. So those sort of moments and Canadians watching him handle that, Canadians seeing who he is, and you have to really bring up the fact that he was wearing a mic. And a lot of the other leaders that go out and see big crowds like this on their campaign tours won't wear a mic that the entire national media can hear. So he wanted Canadians to get to know who he was, and I feel like a lot of Canadians felt they were seeing a genuine person giving them policy ideas about a party.
All right, Kevin, let's see if you're at the Balance of Power Victory headquarters tonight. Stay tuned. Thanks very much for joining us.